guys, Lisa McCarthy here from youraddict.com, coming at you with the final day of the Fast Track Your Fashion Brand 5-day challenge. Thank you so much for showing up for the last day, and thank you so much for all the contributions you've been making over in the Facebook group. So I just want to do a little recap of the journey that we've been on. So you've really taken it from not even having an idea in some places to getting to know who your customer is, developing a plan for what you want to create, and then thinking about ways to fund that project going forward. So I want to tell you a little bit of a story. So recently I have went through something called a manifestation exercise where I sat down and I looked at, very similar to what you did for your vision, looked at all of the desires that I wanted in my life. And after writing all of those down and getting them on paper, I was asked, okay, now imagine that you have all of those things and think about the woman that is. Think about the things that you do, the way you interact with people, everything about who you are as that person. And now think about which of those things you could actually start doing today. So you don't need to wait until you have all of your desires, you have all of this success, you have all of this money, you have this perfect family, all of these wonderful things. You can start being that person today. So I took from that 3 things that I was going to start doing. And that meant I was going to start being focused, consistent, and generous. So from focus, I took that I was going to sit down every day and write down the 3 most important things that I accomplished that day. I often found that I would start working on something and then something more urgent would come up and more urgent would come up, and I'd shift throughout the day doing things as they kind of popped up all around me. And then at the end of the day, the most important thing never got done. So this has been a big thing for me to stay focused on what is truly most important in my day. Number 2 is being consistent. So knowing that getting up and every day working on my business was something that I needed to do, even if today I didn't feel like it, or I was a little under the weather, or I was tired. There was always a reason to not do it. And I knew that consistency, little bit by little bit, a little bit becomes a lot, that consistency would get me to the end game of where I wanted to be. And number 3 was generosity. I imagined this woman in the future that was so generous and shared her knowledge with people that were coming up in the fashion industry and was a real mentor to them. And I thought, hey, why can't I be doing that right now? So that's what I'm coming to you with today. And I want to give that generosity to you and really show you guys how I can help you get to the next level. So today I'm launching 2 programs. The first one is a group coaching program, and the second is a private one-on-one coaching program. So for the group coaching program, what we're going to be doing is it's going to be 10 weeks of 1-hour calls where we're going to go over the 10 steps of the product creation process. So we're going to dive deep into each of those topics that we covered on Wednesday so that you get a really clear understanding of what you need to do as you're building out your product. So this is great for somebody that's just starting out and needs some help navigating each of those steps for the first time, but it's also going to be great for somebody that's already on this journey and needs to understand where they can optimize in their business to start to generate additional revenue. So it's both for somebody that's starting out brand new and somebody that's already on this path. I'm just going to take a look at my notes and make sure that I'm not missing anything here. The other person that it's for is just for somebody who's feeling like they actually know what they're doing going along this, but they're looking for a bit more of a sense of community. So one of the things that I'm going to be offering with the group coaching program is a pop-up Facebook group for everybody that's in that community to be able to go in, ask questions, share information, and really start to develop like work friends, where when you're working from home, you sometimes don't have that. So start to connect with other people that are on the same journey as you. Who this is not for is somebody who is just looking to make a quick buck. As we've gone over in the past 4 days, this is really about building a business and a life that you love, that you are passionate about. It is going to take some financial investment, and it is going to be some hard work along the way. So this is not just about making a quick buck, but this is about how to build a sustainable business going forward. The group coaching program is also not for somebody that feels like they need a lot of individual attention to get their idea to the level that they want it to be at by the end of 2018. So some people have some very big goals of what they want to achieve and know they need some additional attention to be able to get there. The group coaching program is probably not the program for you. Wanted to get into, what do you guys get? So talking about exactly what you get for this. So I said it's 10 weekly 1-hour calls that go deep into those 10 components of the product creation process. There's also going to be a bonus 30-minute call for everybody as an introduction just to me. So you'll have a personal call with me before it all kicks off so that I can really understand your business. And as I'm going through this, we have a bit of a relationship, and I can speak to you in a way that is really going to impact what you're doing. I'm going to be sending out video recordings after the call so that you can file those away and go back to them if that's not specifically the part of the process that you're in on that day. So you'll have access to basically a library of all of these courses at the end. Like I said, there's also going to be a private Facebook group for you guys. And since this is my first launch of this, there is going to be a lot of interaction of me asking questions about specifically what you want to dive into so that I can create content that's really, really applicable to you. So that's something that's really going to be exciting about the first launch of this group. So you're probably wondering how much it costs. So for the group coaching program, I'm offering that at $500. So you can click through and look at all of the details on the sales page that's included on the email. But if you have any questions about that, you can also just respond to the email and ask me, or pop into the Facebook group and drop me a note and I'll answer your questions there. Just wanted to add in, there is a little bit of a bonus that if you sign up today on Friday before midnight Pacific time, I will be throwing in an extra 30-minute call. That's a private call with you that you can use anywhere throughout the 10 weeks of the course to talk about something that's specific to your business. So that's just a little bit of a bonus for you guys that are really keen and sign up on the first day. I do want you to know that this is two things. There's going to be a limited class, so I am capping the number of people that are enrolling in the class because I do want it to be an intimate small group for my first launch of this. And second is that it will only be available until next Tuesday. We're going to be closing down. So make sure that you sign up before Tuesday or else you're going to miss your chance and we're going to go without you. The second offer that I wanted to tell you guys about is the private one-on-one coaching. So who is this for? So this is for somebody that has really big goals and a big stretch that they want to do by the end of the year and needs a little bit more one-on-one attention to make sure that they get there. So this is for somebody that is either in that early stage and wants to launch pretty big by the end of the year, or somebody that is already on the journey and knows they have huge opportunity to optimize, but doesn't know where they should be working in their business to get them to the next level. This also needs to be somebody that has done the work and started to think about how they're actually going to find the money to invest in making this business possible. And it is somebody that needs to be coachable in that as I walk them through the steps that they need to take, they feel comfortable and confident that they actually are just going to go and do those things, check, 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 and move on. So it is going to be work best for somebody who plays by the rules. What you're going to get with your one-on-one coaching call. So we will do a 1-hour intake call where we can dive deep into your business and I can understand where you are and what your goals are so that we can create a plan together for you to get there. Sorry about that. Then there will be 10 30-minute private coaching calls over the course of the next 4 months for us to get on the phone, talk about where you're at, what you've accomplished, and give you a set of things to work on until our next call. So lots of time for you to implement stuff in between each of our calls. I'm going to give you access to my online booking calendar so that there's not a bunch of back and forth on email trying to find a time that works. You can just go in there and book a call that works for you. I'm also going to give you access to the recordings of all all of the group coaching program calls. So that 10-week curriculum of the 10 stages of the product development process, I will be sharing those videos for you as they come out so that you can also use that as a resource as we move along. One of the kind of most exciting things I think about this one-on-one coaching program is that you're also going to have access to my network of resources. So if you are looking for a pattern maker or a technical designer or a factory or a fabric source, I will tap into my network and try and find the best people for you to be able to move your business forward. So that's not something that I'm going to be offering in the group coaching program to everybody, but I will be offering that to my one-on-one coaching clients. So if that's something you feel like you need, this is a good option for you. In terms of how much it costs, so the private coaching is going to be for the 4 months is $2,000 for the full package, and you can find out more about that over on the sales page. Just click through the email and you'll get some more information there and be able to sign up. So again, I am limiting the number of people that I'm taking into my one-on-one coaching program because I obviously want to have enough time to invest in each of you. I don't want to get bogged down in emails from too many people that I can't respond to you and give you the attention that you deserve. So I am limiting the number of seats. If you want to get in, I would recommend doing that fast. And again, the offer is shutting down in a week. So the date is in the email on when this is going to be closed. So make sure that you sign up before enrollment for the one-on-one program closes as well. So for today's homework, it's basically just to let me know if you have any questions. So you can either respond to the email that I sent you today that will come directly to me and I will give you any information that you need to know. Drop a note in the Facebook group if you think maybe it's a question that a lot of people have and you want me to get back to you that way. You can also send me a message in Messenger. Any way you want to get at me with questions, I am more than happy to give you guys what you need so that you have all the information that you know about our enrollment. So go and check it out. Make sure that you don't delay because spaces in both courses are limited and it is going to be shutting down so that I have kind of people for a set window and I can get rolling right on in without people kind of having a staggered come in. So thankful for all of you showing up for all 5 days of this challenge. Really proud of the work that you've done and I cannot wait to see what you guys are able to get up to in the rest of the year. So drop me a note if you have any questions and I'll chat with you guys soon.